Alright, so back in Tessie speech. Just watched the most disturbing Lucius video I've ever seen. Um, Now we're going to be entering season 3. I already know this episode is going to be good because I saw that Marcus Calgar is in it. Fun times. um, Basically, this series, I'm not sure how many episodes are left. I have seen a couple. I don't want to scroll down because sometimes the thumbnails give away certain things. But in the last episode, Rogal Dorn was there. And Rogal Dorn's been the Centurion this entire fucking time. Which, yeah, this is gonna be fucking awkward. But let's go ahead and get started.
The theory coded his yoga so hard, the impact bent its spine into a semicircle. Then I used its coated, half-dead body as a hula hoop.
Ultra coughing.
Good times. Anyways, what were we talking about before?
Augustus, we've literally been standing here talking for months. I have not the slightest idea what you are referring to.
A certain theme in the chapter you said before you started talking about your green trim.
Oh yes, my green trim. It's pretty unique, isn't it?
You're begging for a fisting boy.
Well, for the longest time now, being the captain of the 4th Company, I remember times where we actually had a fair amount of difficulties and stains within our chapter's history. Somehow, though, I feel that our history is slowly changing. I know that it is impossible to change the past, but I can't help but feel that the past as I remember it just isn't the same anymore.
Could you elaborate on that?
Remember when I released that death metal looking brotherfucker known as the Nightbringer from its prison?
Yes.
It was actually a really harsh day for my pride, and I deserved punishment for the shame I brought upon the chapter. I have never forgiven myself for that day.
I remember that it broke your heart, but you did ultimately redeem yourself.
Well, recently it was apparently proven that what was unleashed wasn't even the Nightbringer at all.
What?
Apparently, it was only a fragment of the being, and a it didn't even have any actual authority over the motherfucking Necrons.
Well, that toned down the drama by a megaton.
Do you also remember how Kanto Shetarius lost the planet of Damnos around that time? It was a huge loss and had a massive impact on the Imperium's morale.
Yes. It was strange enough that we tried reclaiming it in the first place, considering we blew off assisting the defense of Cadia due to a lack of troops. Even Sicarius barely managed to escape that battle. But what really fucking turned it around was the somehow successful counterattack that we made when the Necrons were fully awakened.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. We won that one too, didn't we?
Yeah.
In the reports I read, I couldn't help but notice some very strange details, though. For one, you managed to retake that ancient tomb world and detonate every single fucking tomb complex, annihilating every last Necron there. How did you, by the Emperor's mummified testicles, even know the location and the number of those complexes?
We just follow the do not disturb signs. That's it.
Fair enough, I guess. The other thing I noticed was that Sicarius supposedly beat a transcendent Catan all by himself. How in Gilliman's fucking gallbladder did he do that?
Because I, Carter Sicarius, am the Knight Champion of the Crown, and as such, no Paladino can ever hope to outmatch my legendary swordsman's skill!
Indeed, Sicarius. Come closer. I shall teach you another combat technique so you can fight even better.
Please tell me Caligar's gonna whip his
Master,
ass.
with all due respect, I, Captain Sicarius, am in all likelihood more skilled in the art of melee combat than you.
Ugh.
I, Captain Sicarius, will be very happy to hear you out and provide some humble criticism.
Alright.
Please kick his ass.
Step 1. Just stand perfectly still.
Standing still in combat is very detrimental, but continue.
Step 2. Walk up slowly to your hated enemy.
It is better to be quick on your feet and fast with your movements.
Step 3. Raise your fist like I'm doing right now and prepare to unleash your burning fury upon your foe's unexpected face.
But I, Captain Sicarius, would personally rather go into a cat stance like this and probably...
Step 4. I cast fist. No! Get out of here!
I, Captain Sicarius, can't feel my teeth.
How he survived this far is a fucking mystery.
I'm gonna use that at work.
Especially in that fight against the Catan.
Well, it was probably just lucky. The Catan must have tripped up some rocks or something. Actually, that goes for everyone he's fought.
Pretty much.
Don't the Catan just kind of like
Ultra spooky
float
sound.
around though?
The planet had floating rocks!
Oh well, that too is fair enough, I guess. Though I must say, the strangest part of the whole Damnos report involved you yourself, my lord.
Really? Well, what will that be? I don't remember doing anything exceptional.
Well, basically the part where you ripped a Necron pylon off the ground and used it as a weapon.
That's the thing about some of these books that were written during this time. Some of them literally had like you go to the writers and they'd be introducing new concepts, and some of the writers would have literally no idea how big some of these things were. The thing that he's holding in his hand is an accurate representation of a small Necron pylon. So yeah.
You see, I have a theory concerning that. All of these things, all of them, are nearly impossible to do, even judging by our already high standards.
And what is the theory?
Well, promise not to casually disown my theory like
will.
any saner person would, but I believe that someone or something is manipulating time and space itself, bending the very rules of reality in order to make sure that the Ultramarines are superior in the eyes of the universe, ensuring that they will never fail. I just need some more evidence, but I'm also positive that some such phenomena is what's currently happening. It isn't the craziest thing to have happened after all. Is everything alright?
What if it is the Emperor?
I believe in him, but I don't think that this behavior is something he would just do like that. If he did do it, it wouldn't be exclusively for us.
Impossible. There can't be anything manipulating us. We certainly know about it. We cannot do anything about something we don't know.
It does not mean that we cannot act. And why are you being so suspicious?
I am not being suspicious. You are being inquisitive. Leave that sort of thing to the Inquisition.
Why so? Do you know anything else I should know? Are you hiding something?
Yes! I mean, no! Definitely no. Absolutely, positively no. I don't have to answer to you about anything. I am the chapter master. Leave immediately!
Very well then. Farewell, chapter master.
I really so deep into the shit mire this time?
My glorious chapter master! We have succeeded in acquiring and planting the Salamanders artifacts!
What the fuck?
Oh my god, this is corny stuff. Wait a minute, what the fuck was up with... Okay. Oh god, yes. I've been waiting on this.
You are shocked, Father. And I understand why.
Let us not talk about it.
I do hope our nightly cuddling sessions will not be rescheduled because of this.
Let us not fucking talk about it.
Terrific terror. Rogal Dorn? Is that really you?
Yes, phallic individual. It is I, Rogal Dorn.
How are you here? Didn't you die while trying to stop a Black Crusade?
No,
Well, what happened then?
I survived.
How?
By being dead. In pretend.
What? So you pretended to be dead and then came here to Terra?
Yes.
Why?
A revelation led me to it. The Black Crusade must be stopped. Magic Pain Glove, tell me what to do. The glove has spoken. Are you not happy to know I am alive, Father?
Please direct your eyes somewhere else.
I cannot fulfill that wish.
I will gouge your eyes out with the broken fragments of your own iron halo if you do not stop staring.
No, you will not. My iron halo was dislodged in your eye socket 10,000 years ago.
The spanking of your ass shall be thorough and merciless, Rogal.
Wait, hold box for a second. Your sons, the Imperial Fists, recovered one of your hands on a ship where you supposedly died. How do you explain that?
I abandoned it upon that ship.
Why?
A revelation led me to it. Magic Pain Glove, I am lost on this heretical ship. Tell me what I should do. Your services are no longer required.
Well, that's pretty dumb.
No. It is the story of why I am here.
Can you please go away for another 10,000 years?
No.
So you've been hiding the fact that this entire time, you've been alive for over 9 millennia from the entire Imperium, including your own sons, just so you could dress in Centurion armor and roam around the Imperial Palace.
I took upon a vow of silence to atone for past sins.
What?
That is
Just
fucking
stupid!
I disagree.
So if you've been intentionally keeping silent all this time, how come you suddenly come in here and revealed your identity? I mean, you could have done it at any time. Why now of all times?
I must prevent you from speaking of the wolves.
You dare question my subject matter of the day.
Yes,
For fuck's sake.
Custodian, if you speak of the wolves, you will rekindle the great rage in the Cyclops. Immense destruction would commence, and you would endanger Father.
Well, I guess Mr. Cyclops will just have to start taking meditation classes and calm the balls down.
That would not work.
Damn it, Rogal, I know. Stop being as sensible as a piece of wood, you faceless sack of sassy sauce.
There is no such sauce product.
I preferred it when you kept quiet.
Well, I think it is only fair that we talk about the Space Wolves. I mean, if Magnus gets mad, then so be it. But really though, I don't honestly think that his rage is as genuine as he makes it out to be. Come on, who could hate the Space Wolves? They're great! He's probably just jealous because the Space Wolves were a lot better than 1,000 Suns.
He's standing right behind you.
Shit!
Stop that. Only I am allowed to quake this earth. Get your own.
He is not listening,
I'm
Father.
Rogal. You are not fucking helping. He has broken loose into his true form. Initiate the cheese shields.
My lord, you have to stop him!
Sorry, no can do.
What?
I have to go do some other stuff. I trust you, my son. You will take care of this.
What are you gonna do?
I cannot tell.
Why?
I just do not trust you.
Oh, damn it!
I trust you to take care of this. I just don't trust you. Oh, okay.
You represent yourself, your name, and your purpose in this realm. According to the ruling decrees of the Grey Knights and the oath taken upon my initiation as Supreme Grand Master. It's a secret.
Oh. Supreme Grand Master Carlo Duego. Is that really you?
How did you know my well-kept secret? Have you made a visit in my ear? Have you?
He's fucking crazy.
It really is you. It is such an honor to meet the most esteemed of all Grey Knights in the galaxy.
Have you seen my sword anywhere? I cannot find it.
It's in your hand.
That is a lie! Hands do not exist in my reality.
Just stop. Please.
Wow, this man's so deep I could drown in him.
Stopping is not an option! Come! We must go before it is too late!
Careful. We are in the warp after all. There could be a demon trying to trick us.
Or a gene stealer!
Excellent thinking,
Bitch.
my children. It might be a hallucination, but if he is who he claims to be, we cannot afford to let him go. However, if he is a demon, we can still kill him in my name. It's a win-win.
Quick! After ordeal leader!
He's the mind of our generation.
Where did he go?
Where in the warp is Rogal Dorn? There you go.
Are you really trying to follow him? You must be fresh meat.
Who dares insult my most sacred presence?
Holy Emperor.
You're that idiot who put a giant tyrannid into the seas of Fenris!
Holy shit, it's a cat man.
You seem to pump.
Is that fucking Lehman Russ? It's Lehman fucking Russ. If your order says anything about him being the emperor around this guy, I am pretty much convinced Fyodor is going to wind up shoved up Dominique's ass. Still alive.
To be
And that's the episode's name. There it is, right at the top of the screen.
a cultist, and yet you aren't fairy enough to be Wolfen. You must be Inquisitors?
Oh, brilliant deduction. You may have heard of me. Throughout most of my life, I have gone by the name Lord Inquisitor Fyodor Karamazov,
He's gonna run his mouth.
High Lord of Terror, and representative of the God Emperor's Holy Inquisition.
That is certainly interesting. You bear many titles, all of them drenched in cold blood, I can sense.
Though that might be true, who are you to assume this?
I am the Primarch of the Volca Fenrica, Lehman Russ, the Wolf King of Fenris, and the Emperor's executioner.
Well, I can only assume that your own titles have not gone without bloodshed.
Perhaps. Such may even be the reason I am here in the first place.
I presume we are fairly alike, you and I.
Indeed, Inquisitor. Indeed.
Lehman's gonna fucking kill him.
Except I would never ride in the chair that walks for you when I have a pair of functioning legs. I mean, for hell of its sake, you look like you haven't fought anything for decades, you milk-salt. No wolves.
Hey! What is that supposed to mean?
You'll need to spend more time being raised by wolves, you tarnished old skeleton, for wolves are strong.
I will avenge you, Janus!
What kind of father have I been?
When Fyodor Karamazov is questioning your parenting techniques, you have utterly fucked up beyond any recognition. Okay, I thought it would cancel a little bit too close, so we're going to see the end of this. Just fast forward a little bit. Alright, let's see.
The death of the sun.
I need this as a fucking ringtone.
Beloved diary of my dark black soul and unforgiven chesticles. As I have written into your ice-white pages countless times already, I barely know how long I have been in this place. My cathedral of ultimate sadness. My city of blood-soaked tears.
Who is this
my
fucking
palace of unending, unrelenting, unyielding super guilt. Although it is none of these things because it is actually really cramped and shitty compared to a cathedral, or a sea, or a palace. But they are all metaphors for my universe belittling sorrow.
Wow.
But that is what I deserve for my soul crushing, heart squashing, mind super annihilating transgression against mankind. But as of late, I have heard things. Yes, I have heard whispers from the outside. Faint whispers of a new age dawning upon our kin. My brothers are returning. The loyal and the traitorous, slowly returning to the fray.
This is another Primarch.
I presume my time here, in my dark black dragon dark steel obliterating solitude, has come to its end as well. The end times are upon us, and I shall be here, in my loneliness. Nevermore.
Oh god, I know exactly who this is.
I just
now.
need to... wait. Oh, I am totally stuck. It's like a metaphor for my life. Well, fuck you, crap space. I didn't want to leave anyway.
That's Corvus Corax.
Help! Help, please! Hello? 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 Help me! Help! Help! Hello?
It's really quiet tonight, yes?
Okay, so that at the end was most definitely Corvus Corax. And here's the fun part. I'm pretty sure I saw a fucking car get pushed in with all the other artifacts. I might have to go back and take a look at that. But Corvus Corax was... I was sitting there looking at the background trying to figure out what it was. It looked like a steering wheel and a gear shift. So Corvus Corax might be... Well, he is on Nocturne. More specifically Prometheus. Ain't that some shit? I'll catch you guys on the next one. I am getting close to... I do want to start watching Behemoth soon because I want to catch up on a couple of characters that... Like earlier I was concerned if I didn't watch Behemoth, would I miss certain characters? And somebody commented that there would be 2 that would be there. So I want to watch those and get the backstory of that. But until then, I'll catch you guys.